Still early into the season. It's interesting, though, to keep an eye on the rookies and how they're adjusting, Clark, to the NBA game. And for Milwaukee, Joe Ingles comes in for Allen. And then for the Trailblazers, Eubanks, he's checked in for Nurkic. And Fernie Simons comes in for Reddish. And Curry subbed in for Damian Lillard. On the court right now for the Trailblazers, they've got Jeremy Grant. Curry is out there with Anthony Simons. Then it's Sharp, and it's Eubanks in at the 5 down low. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Chris Middleton. That is his first foul of the game. Carter, he's checked in for Drew Holiday. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Watford's checked in. Good, and Curry gets the assist.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Back to Lopez. Milwaukee, no good that time either. And so Grant will bring it up for Portland. 7-point differential.
You know, when you think about the all-time greats in Milwaukee Bucks history, I mean, two names come right to mind at the top of the list. Lou Alcindor, also known now as Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and Giannis Antetokounmpo, the Greek Freak.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Here's Curry. And foul on the Clark, both Kareem and Giannis Antetokounmpo are greats in their own unique respective right, aren't they?
Yeah, I agree with you, Kevin. I mean, forces of nature, both of those guys. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar with the iconic and unmatched skyhook, which was a lethal weapon. And then Giannis Antetokounmpo. I mean, you think about his athleticism, his speed, his ball handling skills at 7 feet tall is something we've not quite seen. Both of those guys had similar impact in their uniqueness and their championship caliber mindsets.
And loving the hustle here early. I mean, they struck first on the offensive glass.
And those putback baskets contributing to their lead.
And the Bucks decide.
Can credit their defense or lack thereof. Too many breakdowns on that end of the floor.
Yeah, and that's really inexcusable. I mean, there's just no way that you can justify that. When you don't put the work in on defense, you're going to end up on the losing end.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Thibault, the pass to Curry. Eubanks, great positioning on the putback.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense.
Wow.
And the technical free throw is good. Portis. Crowder comes in for Chris Middleton. Drew Holiday is checked in for Damian Lee. And it's Dragic in for Carter. We've got Holiday. Jay Crowder out there with Joe Ingles. Then it's Brook Lopez. And it's Dragic into the one. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. And that one is good.
And I respect the craftiness and savvy of Dragic. I mean, when he gets positioned deep inside, he finds a way to score.
And that outstanding drive and finish brought to you by Mobile One.
I love the aggression, but they'll need more of that to try and climb back into this one. And when he breaks out the crossover, you can be sure he's going to leave somebody in his wake.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks very much, Kevin. Well, of course, Giannis is the Bucks leader, but it's still Coach Bud who calls the shots. Giannis says, as players, we have to accept Coach's plan. We got to trust. That's the only way it's going to work. And sometimes it won't. Sometimes I'm going to execute the game plan, and sometimes I'm not. Not because I don't want to, but it's just not my day. Kevin, that is very, very good perspective.
Agreed. Thanks, David. The wide open look here for Ingles. No good on the three.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
Dragic kicks to Crowder. And again, the Bucks miss.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Reddish dishes to Curry. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one. First person, Brook Lopez.
And we see Portland revamping on the fly. A lot of changes, but it's not a rebuild. This new look roster hoping to keep the Blazers relevant while also giving them a greater upside long term.
And both free throws good for Curry.
And you look at the young talent the Blazers have, a nice young core group that can grow. Simon's the big name from that core.
Outside Holiday. The Trailblazers pull it in. Grant's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Curry. Good, and Grant gets the assist. And that's now 8 points for MP. And so it's Crowder with it. He'll bring it up for the Bucks. They'll be playing host to Chicago for their next game. That'll be the second of 4 games at home for them.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass.
Here's Curry. There it is, his 3rd basket. He's taken 7 shots to get those 3.
Talk about execution on the offensive end. They're leaving nothing on the table right now.
Yep, they're starting to stretch this lead out. Too much offense to keep pace with.
Outside Dragic. His 3-pointers off the mark. And so a pretty lopsided game for the first half. The score, 33, the Trailblazers, 55.
Welcome, everybody. This game revealing a big disparity in play. What a performance so far for the Portland Trailblazers.
Their passing was clearly superior in the first half.
And let's get back to our featured game. That is more than enough.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Here for Milwaukee. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. Joe Ingles comes in for Crowder. Lee's checked in for Allen. And it's Carter in for Drew Holiday. On the floor for Portland, Curry is out there with Anthony Simon. Then it's Little. And it's Eubanks in at the center, locking down the middle.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Greg, we know from time to time things get pretty chippy out there. What kind of things would get under your skin when you played in the NBA?
Oh, yeah, guys tended to talk a little trash, and that could rattle you. That could bother you at times, but you really just try to maintain your focus and keeping your eye on the prize.
And the basket by Curry.
How about that wonderful floater he has, showing off an exquisite touch.
Oh, what an impressive dribble drive. That replay brought to you by Mobile One.
It's all about the ability to get 2 feet in the paint, whether it's creating for a teammate or for yourself.
He's certainly been cold this quarter, guys, but trying to shoot his way back into a groove.
And he makes that one. And 1:01 left in the third quarter of the game. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Lee outside. Off target with his three. Portland's gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half. Down low. Outside for Curry. Jacks up a three. Again, Curry missing. Milwaukee's gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. Portis can't get it to go.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
And Curry the bucket on the assist by Little. Now that's 17 points for MP. A shot by Carter, nobody around. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
How about dueling from long range, just going at each other?
Looks to me like there could be something personal taking place here.
And it's Reddish in for Winslow. There's 1:54 left to play here in the fourth. Portland's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Bobby Portis out there with Brook Lopez. Then it's Holiday. Then there's Carter. And it's Middleton in at the three. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Outside Holiday. Lopez sets a screen for Holiday. And that one's good by Lopez. Lopez has got 10 points here in the second half.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Trailblazers.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And this will be a big win for them. Lucky win number 13 now in the bag.
And it always feels good to get that first win in a season series. Going head-to-head twice this year. This will put them up 1-0 so far against the Bucks.
And, you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Cam Reddish.
He was everywhere defensively, offensively. The effort we saw from him tonight, I think, was the difference. And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exits. He does not lack for confidence, and he shouldn't. I mean, this guy is a dangerous scorer.
Portland in total control. Outside Curry. Fires top of the key. Another miss by Curry.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Well, you can't be forcing a shot like that. You got to keep the ball moving. Get something better.
And Portis throws it down.
You can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
Yeah, you know, I agree with you. They waited too long to finally ramp themselves up.
And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession. There's 14 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Middleton with it.
Ball coming, ball coming. Stay on him.
And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin.
That's the end of the game. Thank you once again for coming out tonight and supporting your teams. Please be sure to get home safely, and we'll see you again soon.
5,